Hello, and how are you doing? I hope that you've enjoyed some of the good weather that we've had over the last week. And my Easter message seems to have gone down well, so I'll try and keep in touch with you by sending you a message each Sunday. Today is often known as Low Sunday, and there are two sort of relatively simple explanations for the name. The first is because it is in contrast between the high festival of Easter and a rather ordinary foreign Sunday. And the other is because of the expected low church attendance compared with that of Easter. For me and for all clergy, Low Sunday is part of the week when we're supposed to be getting away and enjoying some rest after a very busy lead up to and Easter. But there's no chance of getting away at the moment with the lockdown, and you may think we don't really deserve it, as we haven't had a lot to do over the past few weeks. Now the Gospel reading for today comes from John's Gospel. It's from chapter 20, verses 19 and to the end. And it's a story of Jesus appearing to his disciples, who, as you may remember, are locked away in that room. Locked away in a room, that sounds very familiar to us all at the moment. And my impression of the situation is that the disciples were in a deep sadness because they had lost their great friend, who they had got to know and love, and now are very frightened of what might happen to them. So they locked themselves away together in a room at night. And I picture this room as a dark, dingy sort of place, with a dark cloud hanging over all of the disciples, until, that is, Jesus enters. "Peace be with you," he says to them, and then shows them his hands and his side, and they instantly realise that this really is Jesus, and they are all transformed. Jesus is the light of the world and is alive with them, and he turns all their darkness into light again. I'm always reminded of the famous painting by Holman Hunt when I read this passage. I've actually seen one of the originals in St Paul's Cathedral. This one is a life-size one, and I have to say it's very beautiful. But the painting has a great and powerful message. Jesus is knocking on a door that has no handle, and this was deliberately left off because Hunt knew that Jesus waits for us to invite him in. The idea of Jesus knocking on the door comes from the book of Revelation. You'll find it in chapter 3 and it's verse 20. And those words say, "Listen, I am standing at the door, knocking. If you hear my voice and open the door, I will come into you and eat with you, and you with me." In the painting, Jesus carries a light, but of course he is a light and his halo is shining. Jesus is the light of the world, and he is our light, especially in times of darkness. I've included together this week a picture of Holman Hunt's painting for you to look at, and along with it a few questions you might like to think about. I've also included one of our stained glass windows from St Mary's. It's another beautiful picture of Jesus, the light of the world. It's one of the windows on the north side, opposite to where you come into church. And so this week, remind yourselves of these pictures and may Jesus bring his light into your homes and into your life. And so, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face to shine upon you and all those whom you love, this day and always. Amen.